Maybe if I didn't boomer it and stop the in.
Mm.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Laugh It Up Fuzzball number 9. Hey, we've got T Bunny here with us this morning, and we've got Cruel Beer Ab, but we've got a special guest. We've got Mr. Jim from Jim's Landscaping, aka Commodore Productions.
Oh, howdy.
How are you doing, sir?
All just finishing up lunch, but doing pretty good.
There you go. There you go. So we were expecting another individual. Hopefully they do come along. And but let's get things going here. Let's check the chat here. Looks like we got Abby someone saying hello from the road. Abby's not with us today. Normally he's here with us, but he's traveling. He's out and about. And we've got B Dog 77, 977 there. What?
Howdy.
If he's able to text, why is he not here? Why is he not here? If he's able to text, why is he not here?
I don't know. He's got a third arm. I have no idea.
Outrageous. Get your ass in here. Okay, I'll shut up now.
I don't know. So what I was going to do was kind of at the start of the stream here, we're going to kind of rehash kind of what we did on my last stream 2 weeks ago. We talked a little bit about the Paramount Global situation and probably being sold off or bought out, or maybe even them leasing out some of their properties. One of which is Star Trek, which a lot of people have been watching very diligently. The last story. Well, at the time of the last stream 2 weeks ago,
The situation, not the series.
Right, the situation. The situation was that Warner Brothers had stopped negotiations with Paramount Global and Skydance Media, who had partnered with Paramount Global for the last 2 Star Trek movies, was in negotiations, and they kind of had an advantage because they had that familiarity with Paramount Global. Now I don't know specifically what's going on with that. If that's going to be if they're going to lease out those properties to Skydance, or if it's going to be a sale, or what the situation is regarding that. Now I'm reading that there was a company called Allo laid $11 billion out on the table to Paramount to buy their studios.
Wow.
And that shot the stock up. Yeah, that shot the stock up a little bit, got active really fast, shot it up a little bit. And now I'm finding out, well, that deal went, that went nowhere either. So now the stock's going back down again. So again, it's up in the air of what the hell's going on with Paramount and specifically Star Trek. We don't know, outside of them producing a lot of stuff that people don't really want. But
no, it's called what the frack's going on over
there. Right.
Listening to a bunch of Feldercarb.
Yes, exactly. They're attempting to screw that one up too.
Yeah.
Battlestar Galactica. So they're trying to reboot the reboot.
Just got to get a lot of credits.
Yeah, exactly. Wait.
What can we
Abby in the chat says, I have a mini-me that handles my texts. Yeah, there you
go.
That's an excuse. You get
Igor has an Igor?
Yeah, exactly. Igor has an Igor. Yep. His mini-me. So they're, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they're heading up the coast to Mount Shasta in California to go get lost.
Alrighty
The
then.
other way, getting out of California.
Yeah, I know, but Northern Cal is not as bad as the other parts. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
Northern California disavows Southern California. So
yeah, unfortunately, they can't escape.
they can't escape it. No,
They can't escape.
they've tried.
Yes, they have.
so many times.
We just have to go all Star Trek 3 then, don't we? Get out!
Yes,
Get out!
exactly.
There you go.
Exactly.
Get out!
So what I'm going to do is I've got the old slides here from last time, from the last thing, and I'm going to let Jim take a look at them because I'm not sure if he's familiar with it. We'll get his take on what we did last week. Yeah, this B-Dog says it's all bad. Yeah. Yeah. So we're going to show these slides, and there's some pretty good ones. Great, actors and such in this, and we'll get Jim's take and his feelings on these individuals, and we'll start it off here with Judge Dredd.
Yeah, right.
JJ's Dr. McCoy. Now, my opinion is I liked how he did portray McCoy. I did. He tried to do the inflections, the mannerisms and stuff like that were good. I really did appreciate that from him. Jim, what say you?
I think he's a great actor. I mean, I like everything that JJ did. I know some people don't like it, but it's a different take on the original series. That's
yes.
the way. That's the way that
I agree with you there.
Yeah, I don't hate the JJ movies.
I do agree with you there. I did enjoy the first one because it had Leonard Nimoy in it.
Yeah.
Pine was trying to do his best Kirk.
Yeah, well,
and it had Deep Roy in it, who played Scotty's little sidekick on that planet in the middle of nowhere.
Get down! It's not a tree.
Yes. Yeah.
Get down.
Yes. So, but,
all you eat is a bean, and you're full.
Yeah, exactly right.
I've not seen that in years.
Yeah. So I appreciated his efforts in the franchise.
Oh yeah.
There was a lot of stuff that I did enjoy in most of the movies. I didn't really care so much for the which in the hell one was it? The third one they did or whatever, where they were on that planet with the old Star Trek starship, the Franklin. I can't remember
I can't remember the name of the film.
Into Darkness, I think that's what it was.
No, that was the one
with Idris Elba. Idris Elba played the bad guy.
That's
Star Trek
Beyond.
Beyond.
That's Star Trek
Beyond. That's it.
Beyond, I think.
Oh, that was Beyond. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't really get into that one so much.
You didn't like the girl boss?
Love in space.
And the gay Sulu? Really?
No, because they did. My opinion was they did that as a pandering because of George Takei, but George Takei never played Sulu as being gay.
No.
So
Idris Elba, interestingly, he mentions the Zindi War in that movie, so they kind of tied that in.
Tried to tie that into the Enterprise series, which was kind of okay. And Idris Elba did a good job. I
like him. I like him.
Yeah,
He's a good actor.
Yeah. I do enjoy Idris Elba. So, and then we have this next individual who's my favorite captain outside of Kirk. Is Captain Sisko from the heavily plagiarized DS9, according to T-Bunny.
Can't possibly think where that's coming from at all. It's almost like I looked that out just specifically for this, isn't it?
Yeah. What say you, Jim, of Hawk playing Benjamin Sisko? He played Hawk back in Spencer for Hire.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, yeah.
I've not seen that.
He did pretty.
No, go ahead.
He did pretty good doing Captain Sisko. I mean, I was kind of a little shocked that he kind of shaved his head and everything and grew the goatee mustache and everything. I mean, that developed through the character down the road when he was on Deep Space Nine.
Yeah.
He did a great job. I mean, he was a good captain. Everybody likes Cisco better than any other captain out there. That's what I keep hearing. But every character has their own thing. You know, it's just like when I do it's like when I do my fan films, every character is different. Yeah, they might look alike, but they're different.
Right, exactly.
Right.
And I noticed in his portrayal as the series went down, I mean, from the pilot, and him trying to grasp with Jean-Luc Picard with and all that stuff like that, because he was Locutus. I know he was trying to grasp with that and his death of his wife and having a young son, etc. So, but he did develop. He went down a path, and he did have some tragedies and developments as the seasons went on, but that could have shaped the personality of the character. So, but Avery Brooks, when he was in Spencer for Hire, had the same look, bald, goatee, except he wore a lot of sunglasses. Really? He kind of played a heavy in that show, and it kind of showed this way when the character Cisco was confronted with confrontation. He was not shy to go toe to toe if he needed to. No. Yeah. And I kind of enjoyed that, because that's kind of like how Kirk was. Kirk was that way too,
Yeah.
But as you say, the characters the characters have their own individual makeup, and that's kind of what makes it interesting. There's not a lot of carbon copies, but yeah. So I enjoyed.
You've also got Gul Dukat. Gul Dukat as a villain in the.
Yeah, and you know what? I know there was Gul Dukat and Garrick hate each other's guts, which was great.
Yeah, got it. Yeah, Andrew Robinson. Yeah.
Those two were freaking awesome in that. And then
but
they
Quark
did that one
is
episode.
The first why everybody watches that series.
What was that?
Quark and Odo. The only reason I watch that series.
Oh, Quark and Odo. Oh my God.
Whatever button heads.
It was great. Renee was a great actor. He played that role well. He really did.
And Odo never won. Did you notice that Odo never won?
Yeah, he never. Yeah, exactly. You're right. He never really won. Let the Ferengi win.
There you go.
Oh, Nog, and definitely Nog.
Nog was another good character, and it's a shame that actor passed away as tragically as he did. He was a young guy, and he was heartbroken when the series was canceled, because he enjoyed playing that role, and he really put his heart and soul into it. And it was just a shame that we lost him so young.
Yeah, he wasn't old.
He barely was like 30, 31, I think, when he passed. And
could be.
It's a shame, but you could tell that he put a lot into that character.
That could have been a nothing part. That could have been just a totally nothing part.
Yeah, it could have just been some ancillary character.
But when they saw him on screen, they're like, okay, we got to write for this guy.
Exactly. Yeah, and they did a good job. They did a good job. So let's go on to the next contestant.
Well, that goofy guy.
Yeah.
Finnegan. I didn't really like him too well.
Finnegan, Kirk's nemesis in the Academy. And I threw this guy in there just because it was a character that was only seen once in the show.
Yes.
It was only seen once in the series, but this character was referenced several times in the comics. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he was referenced in Lower Decks too.
Yeah, it was.
Somehow or another. So that character got around.
If you want to acknowledge Lower Decks.
Yeah, that's part exactly. Exactly. Yeah. We won't go there.
One episode, and I was like, no.
Not good, Not good. It was just so good.
You have this character here. He played the antagonist to Kirk on the Pleasure Planet or whatever it was. Obviously, this guy was a an android manufactured, toy, basically amusement park. But I thought it was a character. It kind of brought out something different in the Kirk character as well.
Which, by the way, Westworld came out
antagonist.
before this, so they might have poached a little bit.
What was that came out?
Westworld.
Westworld came out. Are you sure?
It might have taken some of the, they might have taken some.
The book. Was it the book Westworld?
The premise, at least.
The movie Westworld didn't come out till the early 70s.
Yeah.
There's the book. Okay. Yeah.
What's up? What?
Joel Brenner.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry, I got my time on me.
I was waiting for an android cowboy to appear.
That's okay. Yeah, right. Exactly. Joel Brenner.
You're right. The book was out long. The book was out long before.
Yeah.
Movie. Gotcha.
That's all right. And, they might have some of these writers read other people's work and they kind of like cherry pick stuff. So
they were all writers though. That you don't understand. Yeah. Early sci-fi shows and TV and movies and Twilight Zone and things like that. They had sci-fi writers in those writers' rooms, guys that were published authors, and that's why it was all so good.
And also the females too with
Richard Matheson. Look him up.
Yeah,
Richard Matheson.
DC Fontana as well.
Yeah,
she was one of Gene's favorite writers. DC Fontana.
Who did the City on Edge? Who did the City on Edge for forever? That's a famous sci-fi.
Yeah.
He didn't like the adaptation though because he's a misanthrope, but yeah,
what makes the difference is the great writing. That's the thing. That's the key. So
yes, it's almost like writing is important.
Great.
No, it's like
writing is important. No, it's not an afterthought. You don't hire people because of arbitrary characteristics and expect them to write great stuff without looking at their stuff first. Okay. You get crap writing because anybody can write. Anybody can write. Anybody can write.
I did.
Apparently so. Apparently so. That means I could get a job in Hollywood. Whee!
There you go. Hey, Jim.
No, you're white male and straight.
I'm pale blue, damn it.
He's pale blue. He's almost Larry Bird color.
Almost.
No,
what's wider shade of pale? That was written about.
There you go. Yeah. Shade of pale. 50 Shades of Pale. So, Jim, you could incorporate this character maybe into one of your films, maybe.
Not really. I mean, as you said, we all seen him once,
right?
Which he was a academy cadet, which didn't like Kirk at all, and
upperclassman.
Of course, Kirk beat the crap out of him and everything, but that's the way. That's the way it was supposed to work out at that Pleasure Planet.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, let's go on to.
I guess that gave Kirk pleasure to beat him up.
It made him feel good because he wanted to beat the tire out of Finnegan at that time.
Yeah.
And that's what happened.
Exactly. And he ended up beating him up pretty bad.
I mean, what they think about, that's what they got into.
Exactly. Yeah, like don't think of anything. What'd you think of? The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Shran.
Shran. Bunny's favorite character, Shran. I did enjoy him in Enterprise so much.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah,
I like
him. Great actor too.
Great
antagonist. Pink skins.
Kind of good, kind of bad. You don't really know.
Yeah. So the story is, he was going to become a regular if they'd have had another season of the Enterprise.
Mm-hmm. I wish they
but
did.
Unfortunately, they hastily canceled the series for whatever reasons.
Low ratings.
Yeah.
Well, but
I didn't think it was doing bad in the final season.
I didn't think either.
They would pray for those ratings now. They would beg for those ratings now.
Oh yeah.
I mean, but it'd be the top rated show on that network now. Today.
Yeah. Great character. I mean, like I said, he was kind of like this gray character. I mean, he'd be an antagonist one
Well,
minute,
he
your
was
ally the
great.
next.
He was great if he was in terms of the the Federation, but he was
Yeah.
he was absolutely true to Andor.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I mean that he was
He's-
all about Andor.
He was
and
an alt-right nationalist.
Mhm.
yeah, he was totally alt-right nationalist for Andor.
But
definitely.
I-
alt blue. He was alt blue.
alt blue.
Mr. Blue Boy.
Yeah, Mr.
There
Blue
you
Boy. He did. I just enjoyed the character, the actor.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
this actor, he played in some of episodes of playing,
You would know him
antagonistic
from
characters.
you would know him from what was that? The guy who like raised people from the dead. He was like a pro
Reanimator.
Reanimator,
Yeah.
yeah.
But wasn't this actor also? Didn't he play in some episodes of Next Generation or Voyager? I
He was
believe.
hella good in Frighteners. If you've ever seen.
Oh
Frighteners.
yes, he was weird in
Yeah.
that one. He was
Weird.
Yeah, he was
Weird.
Frighteners.
character.
Yeah.
He was also in an episode of that other sci-fi TV show that we mentioned before. And he played a
Oh
killer.
yeah, there we go.
You know, I can't remember.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it is, but
Yeah.
he was in an episode of that in season 1. So.
The show that shall not be named in a Star Trek.
Yeah, there you
episode.
go. Right.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, he was also in Deep Space Nine with the war with the changelings.
Oh,
Right,
yeah.
that's right.
Wasn't he?
I think he was.
one of the. What was? Yeah,
He wasn't the founder. He was that
the assistant
guy
whatever they
next to the founder. Yeah, I forget what his character's name was.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time thinking about the name too. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah.
He was in DS.
Yeah,
The
Wayun.
weird head.
Wayun.
Wasn't it
Wayun,
Wayun?
yeah.
He played Wayun. Yeah,
Every time when he get kicked off,
yeah.
his stuff downloaded, and they made a new one, and
New
he
one,
came back
yeah.
and says,
There's
"Oh,
another
you
Wayun.
tried to kill me off, huh?"
Yeah, another
Yeah.
Wayun would show up.
Yeah.
There you go. Gee, I wonder where they got. Well, yeah.
I mean, he was on DS9 for what, 1 to 2 seasons.
Yeah, as
Playing that
Wayun.
character. Yeah.
With the Dominion War. Yep.
Yeah. I was waiting to say that.
All right.
Well,
let's
the
go
thing
on
about
to-
it is they fleshed out the whole entire Andorian race because Andorian races are always in background or there's a few episodes
Yeah.
with them, but they didn't really
Yep.
establish who they were
Yeah.
until Shran and it,
Yeah, it's
Pretty
true
much.
because the most you saw them was in TOS.
Right.
Yeah, just kinda in the back.
really. They were kind of like this,
blue aliens in the background or something like
yeah,
that.
blue aliens in the background. So they did a
Well,
good
that
job.
was-
I always wanted to know their story though. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Well, that was the nice part about Enterprise. Enterprise showed us everything that started in the beginning, build up to the original series,
Mhm.
which I love that a lot because that
Yeah.
gave me a lot of inspiration, a lot of stuff that I could do on my own fan films and that
Right.
inspired them.
And it
I'm
was
trying to
hitting
find
its
the word.
stride. I mean, it was
Yeah,
really hitting
It was
its
doing
stride.
good.
They were about a season away from just like absolute brilliance.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
They finally figured
I
out
love
where
this.
they were headed, and then
And I would love to see the NX being built just like the Enterprise that we know now from the original series, but we never got to
Right.
see it.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mr.
So here we go. Harcourt Fenton Mudd.
Crazy
And,
villain.
I love the character. The actor, and it was great. He played it twice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I love the actor. Loved his mustache.
Yeah.
He was a great con man / villain.
Yep.
interstellar pimp.
Pretty much. Harry Mudd. Now, I know they tried to modernize him. They brought him into, I guess, an episode or two of Discovery.
seen it.
I haven't watched that
Yeah.
show. So it's either
do.
Discovery or Strange New Worlds. I think it was Strange New Worlds with the Pike, the reinvention of Captain Pike.
Oh,
But yeah,
doesn't sound
the
good.
reanimation of Captain Pike. But Harry Mudd was a great, antagonist. And now this is another one of those TOS characters that were brought
Mhm.
into the cartoons. He was in episode or two of the Filmation cartoons in the early 70s. And I believe he was also a character that was mentioned in Lower Decks as well.
Possibly.
Yeah. And then, of course, now in Strange New Worlds, they brought him back. He was also mentioned in one of the J.J. Abrams movies at the beginning because they used his ship to go to Kling.
Yes. That was second movie that they made.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wasn't that the one that was Into Darkness or something like that? Was that the one?
Into Darkness, correct.
Yeah, with Khan played by
that guy that played Khan, I didn't like him too.
Yeah, I didn't like him. I mean,
I like the original Khan better.
You look at dude, Caesar. Yeah, I mean, yeah. You have freaking Caesar Romero.
Yeah.
No, that was the Joker.
Caesar Romero.
Yeah, Caesar Romero was a Joker. Yeah. No, you're looking at Ricardo Montalban.
Yes.
Ricardo Montalban as Khan. You can't be better as Ricardo
Montalban.
Ricardo Montalban. It's hard to replace him. Yeah. No, Caesar Romero. Shit.
No.
Yeah, he was the Joker.
Batman.
Another great character that's hard to
Although
Jack Nicholson did
Italian and my Spaniard.
Yeah. But yeah, Harry Mudd was a great character. I enjoyed the actor's take on it. Like I said, he was one of the few that got to play him more than once during the series.
Yeah.
So of TOS. Let's see.
Like I said,
yes.
Yeah.
This is one of the greatest crossovers I think that was done in the whole franchise. You have the 3 original Klingons that were introduced in the original series.
Yep.
Kang, Kor, and Koloth, all with their separate episodes. And then they were brought back in an anniversary. I think it was an anniversary episode of this of DS9, some sort of an anniversary.
Probably.
And they brought them all back together with the, adding in the Curzon, element and etc. So with Worf and all of that. So great actors. But I and don't spoil it for Jim because we've got some other pictures that will be interesting because but the role of Kang was awesome because of the actor. It didn't matter whether it was the modern version or the older version. Actually, I thought the older version was even better, the original series, because Mr. Ansara, Michael Ansara, played Kang.
He was in.
Yeah, he played Kang, Michael Ansara, and he's an intimidating guy. He was a tall guy, but the best thing about him was the lucky bastard was married to Barbara Eden.
Oh boy!
Bastard. But no, great actor. I've seen him in different stuff. I mean, he was in the original Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea movie with Peter Lorre and
he was
those guys.
Yes.
Great actor there. Well, they brought these characters, so they brought all 3 of these characters, and you got Baltar in the center there. Another great actor, because his role, and again, his character traits in the original series versus when he was in the heavy makeup in DS9 were different because, in my opinion, he was much more ruthless and calculating in the TOS versus this DS9 one.
Yeah.
Now, I think it's the opposite with Koloth. I think Koloth was more of a kind of like a squishy character in the TOS, but when he's brought back in DS9, he was much more rugged, much more decisive, or more calculating. In my opinion, watching all those episodes in the past and then watching this with these, in the DS9 version,
They had a long time to work out what the claim.
Oh, they did, and they did a great job. And again, I think this goes back to the writers.
Right.
I mean, the writers did a lot of good work.
Good writers.
On these guys. Yeah, they did a great job. Some of my favorite antagonists of the series. Here we have Dr. Phlox. Now, from the Enterprise, and I think this is the only Enterprise character that I brought forward. Dr. Phlox.
Shran, Enterprise.
Oh, pardon me. Yes, I stand corrected by the T-Bunny. Yes, you are correct, sir. You are correct. Fantasy Island. The plane. Yes.
Yeah.
We'd get higher ratings if you brought up T'Pol.
To who?
I can't imagine why.
Paul.
To Paul.
Yeah.
Paul. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it's Paul or
can't
or
possibly
7 of
imagine.
9.
7 of 9.
For some reason.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Arousing for some strange and bizarre
Or
reason.
some reason.
Or Yvonne Craig as a green slave girl.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly.
Now you're talking.
Yeah.
You're talking. Damn,
Boobylicious.
I got ideas for the next one.
Or even Diana Troy. Come on now.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Oh yeah, when she was wearing the old miniskirt days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's walking around like a cheerleader.
or even Uhura. I mean, come on.
Uhura. Oh, Nichelle Nicholson. She was a professionally trained dancer.
She was.
Yes.
Oh
she
yeah,
was.
she was
She
very.
had the
very
legs
good
for
looking.
it, definitely.
Oh, there's no question.
It was her and
about
Tina
that.
Turner is the best
Yeah.
legs in
Oh,
Hollywood. So
you know what it's time for?
yeah. Go ahead.
Gratuitous.
Ready then.
Oh shit! But
you can even bring back Janice Rand too.
there you go. Oh shit!
Well,
yeah, you're right.
He's good.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a tragedy about what happened to that actress's life. Was a shame. It's amazing. You just think about the potential of all those characters if they'd had a 4th season of the original series or something like that. It's those actors and actresses.
Well, what is it? She's in the Star Trek the Motion Picture, I think, isn't it?
Yes, she's a brief in that, and then she was in a couple other projects. I know she was in the Voyager one when they did the Excelsior.
Yes.
Because I think she was number. What didn't she play Sulu's number 1?
Yes.
She played the commander, the second in command.
Okay.
So, yeah, and she did good in that. She did good in that, but I think she had a lot of struggles between for years with substance abuse and things and other stuff.
Is that what it was? Okay,
I believe it was. Yeah, and
I knew there was something.
Yeah, but I think she really did enjoy the character, and she did an excellent job in that Voyager.
Did a good job on that one.
Part. Yes, she did. Was excellent. So Dr. Phlox here, he's more like the Mormon version of the outer space guy because he's got multiple wives, and then the wives have multiple husbands. So, yeah,
it's a cultural thing.
It's a cultural thing.
That's a lot of multiple. That's a lot of multiple divorces.
Multiple. He better have good insurance for that.
I'm sure they got a bulk deal. They probably get a bulk deal.
Yeah. A bulk deal. There you go. The doctor is an interesting one. So you have a non-human doctor working on humans as a regular member of the crew of the Enterprise NX-01.
He saw himself as a veterinarian. I heard the actor say that.
Yeah.
He had all kinds of pets.
What was that, Jim?
He had all kinds of pets, and he used the pets, their stools and parts of those animals to help cure people, which is kind of a little weird, but he was an interesting character, the way he played out his role.
Yeah, definitely something different. Definitely different.
Right?
No question.
He was definitely morally gray. He was definitely morally gray.
Yeah.
Big time. Yes, big time. Morally gray. And here we have another gray character that actually turned out to be a very interesting and integral part of the show, in my opinion.
That is my favorite character of all the series.
Yeah, and I was so happy and pleased and excited that he was in the First Contact movie. And Crusher brings him up and he's like, please state the nature of the medical emergency. There's 20 Borg coming through the door.
I'm a doctor, not a doorstop.
Yeah. That was a great
the Borg get right up in his face and he's like,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Do you want some angelic cream? I think he said.
Yeah, exactly.
Cream. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they can't touch him. They just hand go right through him. You know.
I know that's right. And yet, he was pulling back as if they were going to touch him. That's quite funny.
Yeah. Very interesting character throughout the series.
The episode where he meets his creator is one of the best writing on Voyager. Any of them?
Yeah, that was an awesome,
brilliant episode.
Series of events there involving the Doctor and great character.
The one where he gets transported in time and space and winds up on the experimental star.
That was great. I love that episode.
It's the only time I've ever liked Andy Dick.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah, I'd have to say that was one of the only times I appreciated him too. It's like, you know, but
the Voyager was so inconsistent. It had like really incredible episodes that you rewatch over and over again, and then it had some episodes that you forgot as soon as you saw them. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, the one thing that was there was a lot of tension on the set once Jerry Ryan showed up because her and Kate Mulgrew did not like each other. Well, I think it was only one way. Kate Mulgrew didn't like her. She didn't like Jerry Ryan because Jerry Ryan,
Yeah, chalk it up to bitches be crazy.
Yes, exactly. She did not appreciate Jerry Ryan's role, character, or anything.
Well, have you seen the other chicks on that show? She was the hot one until Jerry Ryan showed up.
Yeah.
And then the green-eyed monster.
B'Elanna Torres wasn't bad. They dressed her down. But
Seska was pretty hot, but then crazy hot, burn your furniture kind of way.
Right. Yeah. Let's go on to the next item up.
Honey, are you upset?
Another crossover from TOS to DS9. Arn Darvin. And this was the actual anniversary of the Tribbles.
Yep.
Episode. That was the was it 40th anniversary or something like that. This was back in 90 something, wasn't it?
Yep. But it was a great episode.
Yes, it was. Definitely an anniversary episode.
Yep.
They went back in time, got to see the old Enterprise, and such, and they were transporting Arn Darvin, back from some. I guess he was trapped on Cardassia and stuff like that. They were bringing him back, after the war or whatever, as a refugee. He was trying to get out. And that's when he decided to Shanghai the Defiant and go back in time and try to help his younger self defeat Kirk.
Yeah.
He didn't win, did he?
No, he didn't.
He failed.
Established.
Go ahead.
There was that running joke where they kept asking Worf why the old Klingons were different from him.
Yes.
And
We
he
don't
kept,
speak of
kept
that.
acting like it was embarrassing. I never
Yes.
found out the conclusion of that because I didn't
Well,
watch
they
DS9.
addressed
Did they
that
ever
in the
figure out-
Enterprise
did he ever-
Yes.
Yeah.
series.
Yeah, they
Yes.
did,
They
yeah.
addressed that in the
Oh.
Enterprise series, that it was some sort of a reaction, biological reaction to
Like
a
a virus or something.
vaccine or
Yeah.
a vaccine that was used to help a virus. And it
Okay.
caused them to. One of the side effects was that they
De-evolve.
physically changed. And it took about
Ah.
100 years. I believe they said their scientists said it took about 100 years for it to correct itself.
Right.
And
Ah.
so that's why you have that. Now I know back in the 80s when right after I graduated high school, I went to junior college, and there was a couple of Trek nerds that I hung out with, and they had some books back then, and they were talking about Star Trek and the different aliens. And in a book, they mentioned that whatever those Klingons were, in the TOS in the 60s, versus the ones that when they started, when you saw the new version of the Klingons in the Star Trek movie in '78, they called those Klingons from the 60s, that era was known as the fusion. They were called fusion Klingons for whatever reason. And that's all I know. I don't know anything else, just that they had referred to them in these books as fusions. They were hybrids types of deal. So, but
First I've heard of that,
yeah. And so, yeah, we don't.
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that. No, because we don't talk about that because controversial subject. Let's go on to the next slide.
Great cue.
Everybody's favorite.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No question. John Delancey. There couldn't be a Q without John Delancey.
That's right.
There isn't. There can't be.
No. He was Star Trek's Mixelpitlik.
Mixelplix or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mixelpitlik. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So, yeah. Yes, I'm on the panel, Wookie. Okay. Yeah. I know you want to see you.
You said, "Hey, Bunny."
Hey, Bunny. Well, the woke breaker said, "Hey, Bunny."
There you go.
So yeah, Q, John Delancey. There's no other Q. It's John Delancey.
You got that right.
I
The
know,
only Q.
Exactly. And
Yep, the only Q.
He was there for the first episode at Farpoint Station. He was there for the last. He also made appearances on DS9 and Voyager.
And Picard. Season 2.
Picard. Yep. So now I know I met a guy who got to meet John Delancey at a Star Wars convention somewhere.
Star Wars?
Or
delightful guy.
Star Trek.
Guy.
Yeah, a sci-fi. It's a sci-fi convention. So he was there, John Delancey, with other people, other Star Trek actors. And he said of all the actors that were there, Delancey was the nicest person. He gave you a lot of attention, very cordial, very kind, and just a great thrill to
This
meet.
is across the board. Anytime somebody plays like heinous villains on like movies or television, like Clancy Brown, for instance, plays some
Clancy
villains.
Brown is awesome.
But in real life, they're just the sweetest people. I think it get it all mixed out of their system,
Yeah,
there you go.
Like one of the nicest guys.
Play the villain. And
one of the nicest guys you could ever meet played. I mean, if they play villains, I don't know if they get that worked out of their system or what, but just like across the board, they're always good.
It's the
Wicked Witch of the West was one of the sweetest ladies. Yeah, that Wicked Witch of the West was one of the sweetest ladies.
Oh yeah,
that you ever would hope to meet.
Yeah.
Everybody loved her. Everybody loved her behind the scenes. And,
Hey, Gobby.
anybody ever
Exactly.
met her in fan said
Yep.
she's wonderful.
Gobby.
Mother truckers. All right.
Truckers. There you go. Gobby, how's it going, man? So yeah, Q. I mean, you had a couple. Now there was another guy who played AQ, and that was why he was on Voyager. When I guess they found him inside that comet or whatever it was. I guess he was locked up or something.
They was trying to commit suicide.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
All
so
Yeah.
he
And of course, he was the only Q that died too.
Oh
Yeah.
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 Was there a Q on Enterprise? I can't remember.
I don't think there was.
I don't think there
Not too
was.
sure.
No.
I think they couldn't do that because he meant
Before, wasn't
the
it?
first time he encountered humanity was like in
Right.
on the Next Generation.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. That would have been a bit weird. But then again, the timeline's not all,
Right. Now Q had a son apparently.
Mhm.
And
Yes,
he had
That's how they
dropped
did
him
it.
off with Janeway and company on Voyager, I believe.
That's how
Yeah,
they did
that
it.
was a crazy episode.
Yeah. Yeah. He had a Q son. So yeah. Now we're gonna be getting close to some controversy as we go down this line here. So with Mr. Trelane, who again was played by the same actor that played Koloth
Right.
That's right.
in the TOS. So it's one of the few actors that played two different roles in the same series.
Mhm.
Now Trelane is one of those characters where we venture down the everybody. I know, right? Damn warnings. And I tend to agree with a lot of the people that say this is a early form of the Q character. I believe it is. He's more omnipotent, has a lot of powers and things. Very, very, it's just a very interesting character. He played this character better in the original series than he did the Koloth in the original series, in my opinion. That's just my opinion.
Possibly.
Yeah.
I'd have to see that again, but yeah.
Trelane was also mentioned in Lower Decks, and I believe it was also mentioned in some of the comics, Star Trek.
I wonder if
comics
the
as well.
boy from the Twilight Zone that played by Bill Mummy was a Q.
Gavi in the chat says, "Stop sounding red alerts. I'm too far away from my post in engineering." Sorry,
Well, they
Gavi.
also they also said the same thing about the guy that played a Charlie X, that he was the
Charlie
beginning
X.
of the Q as well, and I'm going, no, that was a totally different species.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
Charlie X. Yeah, that was
Charlie X.
very,
That was
very
the beginning. Like, then you seen this guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Trelane. I think Trelane resembles more of a Q type than Charlie
Yeah,
X, in my
definitely.
opinion. So, but again, a great, memorable character.
Oh, yeah.
That obviously, in my opinion, Gene Roddenberry liked that character and brought that forward as a Q, just changed it around from Trelane to Q and put him in the first episode. There's kind of a reason I think that he did that. He got the best actor he could get for it too. In John Delancey playing that
Good
character.
choice. Yep.
Very good choice. Very good choice.
Very good choice.
I think when he auditioned, he got like after the first read or something like that.
Delancey?
Yeah, Delancey.
Yeah.
As soon as they saw him do it, they're like,
if I'm not mistaken, if I'm not mistaken, he was playing in soap operas at the time.
Was he?
I believe he was. He was on one of the American soap opera shows. I don't know which one, but I thought he was.
I'll just pick one.
Yeah, I don't know. He was. So yeah, that's kind of the end of the slideshow. But now there was something that I posted on X this week.
Did you?
I got an interesting response back from a friend of the channel, Z3PO, not to be
wow.
mistaken with Jay. Not to be
He was
mistaken
on
with
Days
Jay.
of Our Lives.
There you go. Look at that. Days of Our Lives.
Oh man.
Lives of Our Days. Yeah. So, what the heck? Hang on.
Yeah, we haven't seen Z for a while, have we?
No, he's been. Yeah, I think he's been busy doing stuff. But yeah, so I was on X and I made a post, and I want to post that here. Actually, that's not the post, but that's his response. But my post is a shit ton equal to, less than, or greater than a shitload?
Oh,
And
yeah.
His response. Now, sorry for it being so slow, but I'll read this out. His excellent classic Z3PO, and I will not try to imitate Z3O's voice.
I was waiting to say, could you do the voice?
No, I can't do the voice.
Can't do it either.
I can't do the voice. So he responds by saying, curb weight is weight of the vehicle alone. To calculate your payload capacity, simply subtract your curb weight from your GVW. Let's imagine we have a van with a GVW of 3,000 kilograms. The curb weight of the van is 2,400 kilograms, which means you can safely carry a payload of 600 kilograms. A shit ton is heavier. And at the bottom, I responded with happy laughing faces. One of them says, "You're going to need a bigger van."
There you go.
But wait, there's more.
Oh no!
There you go. That's a big pile, dude.
Yes, a shit ton is greater than a shitload.
Oh, that's good. I like that one.
But the smallest unit of measurement is buttload.
Well, yes. So you have, yes. There's a
Graduating scale.
yes.
Yeah.
You have a graduating scale of yes. Wait. A shit ton is way heavier than a shitload.
Dinosaur poop.
Yes, exactly. So you have two categories. You have a load, and then you have a ton. Well, I guess that a ton obviously relates to weight, and a load relates to volume or quantity. So the lowest level would be a buttload, because the volume that would go, volume. But you wouldn't have a butt ton. Unless this is a butt ton right here on the screen. So, I guess that'd be considered a butt ton. Or if it was bigger, it'd probably be a shit ton. But you have a crap load or a crap ton. You have a shit load or a shit ton. What happened? There he goes. He's blinking out.
Hit the wrong thing.
And then you have the mother of all. Wait a minute. Wait. Gavi in the chat says, I mean, here in the UK, we had a shitload of trouble, but now we are in a shit ton.
Oh, jeez.
That's true, yes. That's very true.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
interpretation.
You only shoot your load.
Yep.
Ooh.
But I guess the one that would mean the highest level of load or ton would be a fuckload or a fuck ton.
Jeez.
Yep. It just keeps escalating.
Because it does. It's a graduated scale. So you go with loads first and then tons. But you know what? That leaves a shit stack.
I tried to head him off, guys.
That's a big stack.
He asked me about this earlier in the week, and I tried to head him off. Honestly, I did.
He tried to. I just had
I
too much fun.
disavow.
Try.
Disavow.
He disavows.
Try harder next time.
I know. Wait. Gabby says, no, the maximum is a world of shit. Yes.
Oh, man.
World of shit.
If you keep on, you're going to have a whole page of shit.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
I told you you couldn't do a whole segment of this.
You
I
can.
know. I know. Well, you know, what the hell. If you don't try, you don't know.
What
No.
kind of crap are we? What kind of crap are we talking about here? Human crap, animal crap. Maybe there's different weights to these things.
Well, we
I
had
don't know.
dinosaur,
Yeah.
though that's about a ton of shit right there.
Rancor crap. I don't know. I mean, that'd be quite heavy, I would imagine.
Mm.
Anyway, moving on.
I think when you're talking politics, it's going to be in
Does a
loads.
Wookiee shit in the woods? No, he does it on YouTube.
He does it on the toilet.
He craps on YouTube. I love it.
Wait,
That's good.
Miss me, have you? Yes. We have Gabi. Oh man, Gabi talks about everything. What? So Jim, what's your? You have any current projects going on?
Oh, I got projects all the time going on. I'm still looking for other actors or actresses that wants to be in the Commodore productions. I got a video called Apologies. It'll be coming out April 8th. Just getting the final stuff done on that there. I spent 12 hours on a 4 or 5 minute scene with 2 characters going back and forth talking. It took a long time for just a short video.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of irons in the fire. It's just trying to get them done.
And this can all be seen on your YouTube channel, correct?
Yep. Everything's there. I got a playlist of season 1 from last year, and I also have a playlist of the Repair series that I've been doing. I still got Repair 4 and 5 to get done as well.
Okay, cool.
So those will be coming out sometime in the summer. The Repair series is based on what happened to my truck last year.
Ah.
So that's how I got that idea. Yeah, it was crazy.
There you go. I will have the link down in the description once we get off here to your site, to your channel, so that people can go and check you out and check out what you're doing.
Yeah.
You can always give me a blue wrench too.
Yeah, you can do that. Wookie.
Oh God.
That's entirely possible.
Yep.
Yeah. It's up to him though.
Hey, check it out. We stopped talking about shit and our eyes jumped. So there you go.
There we go. We stopped the shit and
Stop the shit, huh?
We stopped shit talking.
So you're in like Flynn there, Jim.
Cool, thanks.
You're all ready.
Gabi's got a blue wrench.
Gabi's got a wrench. He's got a blue wrench. He's got one. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Gob's got a wrench. So, but man, it's going up exponentially. We stopped talking about shit, and here we go.
There you go.
Do you know the term mother truckers? That just reminds me of something that was quite funny. I remember watching RoboCop on terrestrial TV once, and obviously the censored swear words and certain things. And you remember the bit where he's just been made and you're going to be one bad mother effer.
Yeah.
Well, they edited that and they called it "You're going to be one bad mother crusher."
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
So what the hell is that?
I remember.
It
And
just-
they didn't even
Crusher.
use Miguel Ferrer's voice.
No, did they do that
No.
with you as well over there? Did they? I thought it was just UK crap.
No, that's what it was on our television too.
All right, okay. I thought it was just
There you go.
Yep.
stupid censorship.
Yeah, Kurtwood
I know,
Smith's character got bleeps or got like dubbed so many times. I don't even think people knew what his real voice sounded like.
I don't even remember that. I just remember the Mother Crusher, but for some reason it just stood out.
Yep.
Kurtwood Smith, also a nice guy who plays a lot of heinous villains.
Also in Star
There you
Trek as well, and
Yeah.
Yes,
whatever
he
film it was.
played. He played the Federation president.
That's
Yeah.
right. Which one
Yep.
was that?
So
again?
you saw Kurtwood Smith playing that guy, you knew he's a bad guy. There was a little
Yeah.
bit of
Yeah. Well, and
It's
then
like,
he
oh,
was red.
who's the
he
bad
was-
guy in this scenario? Oh, Kurtwood
Right.
Smith's playing him.
Well,
Yeah,
you know, it
okay.
was going to be a good TV show when they had him play Red, Foreman on that '70s show.
Well,
Oh,
was
what a
it,
great freaking character that was.
the episode of the A-Team where Face gets thrown out the window and lands in the swimming pool. is the
Yeah,
one that
yeah. That was
I
great.
didn't- He's like, I didn't know there was a pool down there.
Yeah, I didn't know
That had
Luckily there was.
that. Yep.
Kurtwood Smith, and they
Which
all
he
crap.
probably stole from Diamonds Are Forever when he threw a lot
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's
they
right.
threw.
Yeah,
of,
Yeah,
lot of Tool, I think. Or
yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Named for your father, perhaps.
That was Natalie
Yeah.
Wood's sister, by the way.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Well,
Yes, they stole it from
It was Plenty O'Toole. That's what her name was.
Plenty
yeah,
O'Toole. That's right.
Plenty. That's right. Yeah.
Plenty O'Toole.
Hi, I'm Plenty. He's like,
Yeah,
well, of course
I'm
you are.
Sure you are. Of course you are.
Of course it was.
No. I'm Plenty. Would you like to play my tool? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad you asked.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, they threw her out the window, and I didn't
That's
know there
right.
was a pool down
It's
there.
a nice aim. It's like, I didn't know there's a pool down there.
Yeah,
No, it's pretty much the same. I'm
it's a
sure.
good line. Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much the same line. Holy smokes.
Yeah, that had
Well-
Kurtwood Smith in it, that episode of the A-Team, which is quite funny. And it's the one where they crash into the mountain in the chopper and they all walk out.
Yeah, of course they walk out.
Isn't that amazing? Yes, isn't that amazing? Freaking the great cinematography. No one dies.
Yep.
That's the thing.
No,
In the A-Team, nobody died.
No.
Nobody
Mhm.
got
Just
shot.
Mm-mm.
just
They
once,
they blew up a lot of crap and they shot up a lot of stuff, but they never. No one
Flipped a
died.
lot of cars. Flipped
Yeah,
a
they
lot of
destroyed a
cars.
crap ton of cars.
General Fulbright is the
Literally.
only one that dies on screen. He's the only one.
Mm.
He gets shot. In the back.
BA did get shot one time, and Murdoch almost died in the series.
That's
Oh,
right.
really?
The A-Team. Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, BA was kind of hanging over Murdoch and says, "Come on, fool, don't die. I
Yeah,
really
no.
miss
Yeah, there you go.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna miss you.
Come on, fool! Don't die.
I don't want his crazy blood in me, Hannibal.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Remember
I'm gonna
that?
act like this damn fool."
Yeah, I know, that was so
What
funny.
a
that
great, what a great back and forth with those two
Yes.
characters.
Yeah.
Holy
Mm.
smokes, man!
Yeah.
You needed to have in that. You need to have broccoli in there somewhere.
one.
Yeah,
Barkley's a great character.
he is.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Dwight
I
Schultz
forgot.
was a great
Yeah.
crazy man actor. I'll tell you, it was yeah.
Well, Barkley was
Yeah.
like the only Star Trek character I saw whose like character trait was that he was a coward. You know,
Oh, he was walking around like he was a nervous wreck.
it
well,
made
yes.
him
Yeah.
it made him really compelling. I loved
Yeah.
loved every Broccoli episode.
Remember he went
I saw.
into that big computer thing. He hooked himself into that in one of the episodes. That was pretty crazy.
Oh yeah.
From what I remember.
Gavi in the chat says, considering they were special forces, they were shit shots. Exactly. They didn't hit anybody.
Or maybe they were really good shots. Maybe they didn't want to
Yeah.
kill anybody.
They hit the cars instead.
Maybe.
Oh, holy smokes.
I love it when a plan comes together.
Yeah.
Sure does.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I love those mini 14s they were using in that series. That was freaking chrome, folding stock, wood. They had wood
Mm.
with
the
the
wood finish,
pistol
yeah.
grips and the banana clips, but they were M14s, mini
Yeah.
M14.
But Charlton Copley did a real good job in the movie.
Yeah.
He
Yeah, he was
a
all
I
right.
did
great-
like that movie. Yes,
I
with Liam
actually
Neeson
loved
in
that
it,
What?
movie. Actually, loved that movie.
Yeah.
It was all right. Oh,
and
Yeah.
Rampage Jackson. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was good.
Yeah, somebody's
yeah,
like,
can't-
shouldn't I get an actor to play Mr. T? I was like, well, they didn't the first time. What's they did this time?
Yeah. So Rampage Jackson did a good job, but the guy that got to play Murdoch was a crazy
Charlton
South
Copley.
African actor that played in District
District
9.
9. Yes.
Yeah,
Charles
he was
Copley,
good.
that's who I was talking about. I was just talking about him. Where the hell
What?
have you been, man?
What?
I was just talking about him. I
Are
said,
you saying
where the hell you been?
I lost the battery in my hearing aid. What the
Captain, you
hell?
seem to be experiencing some technical
Maybe it's
difficulties.
400 round magazine. Yeah. It's a mighty small looking magazine to hold 400 rounds. 400 rounds of 22 maybe, but that's about it.
Yeah.
My favorite line from that movie though was when they're asking if he's okay when they take the helmet off. He's like, I feel sane.
That's right, yeah. I feel sane. I forgot about that.
Well, you know, they had cameos with Dwight Schultz and Benedict in there. And, you know, especially the one with Face Man. He's getting, the guy getting out happens to be, you know, the original Face. And he says, "Oh, it's good for the face," and he just walks off with his cigar or whatever. It's pretty funny. And then Dwight Schultz is a lab coat guy. You don't recognize him until like the split second before the scene ends. And it's like, this man is insane.
It's a shrink.
Oh, yeah. I don't. And now, when that movie was made,
Helen Matt
was
Murdoch's the
dead.
only guy that ever volunteered for ECT treatment.
Yeah. So George Papard had already passed away before the movie was done, but Mr. T was still around. But I don't think they asked him to be in the movie at all, or if they did, he turned him down because I don't know. I just don't.
He probably turned him down. He's kind of into clean living and everything, and he's kind of a stew doll of Hollywood. So,
and I can't blame him for that. But I'd say Rampage Jackson did a pretty good job of playing.
Yeah, it was
that
pretty good. I quite liked it. Yeah, it's a shame they didn't do another one.
Yeah, right. Gobby's like, "Did you ever see them reload?" No, that's why they're 400 round magazine full of 22.
The reason to watch that movie though is Patrick Wilson's.
Yeah.
Patrick
so
Wilson
Mr. T
awesome.
turned him down. Okay, that's I kind of figured it may have been the case. So.
That's what I figured would happen.
Yeah.
Lynch, wasn't it?
Yeah, he played Lynch.
Lynch.
Yeah, I didn't really like the remake of the A-Team. As just wasn't the same without the original characters.
Yeah, exactly.
It just wasn't the same.
Papard had a way of with his the way of playing the character obviously was a way different than Liam Neeson.
Oh, yeah.
And that kind of showed in the atmosphere of the team, you know.
Yep.
And also,
if you just look at it as a popcorn flick, though, it's a lot more fun than a lot of movies.
Yeah.
I mean,
right. Yeah, Gobby says that he wasn't too fond of the new film. You know.
It'll never
Can't
be
blame
as
it.
I think it's going to age well. It's kind of like a Roadhouse, you know. It's an awful movie. Everybody knows it's an awful movie, but
right.
There's just moments that you just genuinely turn off your brain and enjoy it, you know. The new Roadhouse, though, new Roadhouse can go to hell.
B-Dog in the chat says I didn't like Liam's Hannibal. I didn't either. Like I said, it had something to do with Papard's personality. The way he played the character was just something that was needed.
Well, Papard
made the series.
Papard had this way of being like cool without like saying anything.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch Banachek, like the big series he was on before A-Team, and he could just stand there and look and just smile, and it was like dear, you just like, oh crap, he figured it out, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Yeah,
and he brought that to Hannibal. That one moment.
I love it when a plan comes together.
Right. Yeah, exactly. With the cigar, I love it. Plan.
Well, see, in Liam Neeson's when the way Liam Neeson played it, you think that you kind of like think that things will happen randomly, you know, that you didn't really believe that he planned it all. But Papard, when things happened and fell together, you're like, he was behind it, all of it.
You could tell, but just the expression on his face.
Oh yeah.
You know, when you know, like B-Dog says, cool and confident. That was kind of what he projected. as a character in the show. You know, that's what
Oh,
made one of
definitely.
the things that made the show so good is you had those actors that were veteran actors, really.
Yeah.
I mean, of screen, and now they went to television, and it was like, you had that you had that mix of those chemicals together that created something different that was great.
Oh
You
yeah.
know,
I mean,
they tried to
guess-
reproduce that. They tried to recreate it with the movie. It
Didn't
just
work.
wasn't there. It just wasn't there. It wasn't,
The other thing as well is you just don't have that. You'll never get away with it, Smith. So
yeah.
In the movie. So
So
That's not
Gavi
I
in
mean,
the chat
with-
says, "Screw the new Roadhouse,
Yeah.
but the new Beetlejuice movie looking good." Okay.
I saw a picture.
Now-
I saw a picture of Michael Keaton in the Get Up. It looked all right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mm.
Yeah.
if
Yeah,
you
if they've
got
got,
Michael
Keaton-
Keaton, you've got a chance. You've got
Yeah,
a chance.
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, the Flash movie.
Yeah, but he was the only thing good in it.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
true.
As Batman.
I mean, there are people out there that
Yeah.
have made cuts that cut out everything but the
Yep.
Keaton scenes, and you
Yeah.
know, he was the best thing in it.
right. That's
Yeah.
not surprising.
Yeah.
If it had any chance of succeeding, it was because Keaton was in it. You know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hey, let's get Ezra Miller to carry our movie. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
pretty.
But no thanks.
Yeah, that's a handicap right there. That's a little bit of a handicap right there.
Yeah.
But yeah. So tomorrow is my opportunity to go to this theater and watch the new
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, Ghostbusters tomorrow.
Lucky.
All right. Let us know how it
Noon
is.
time. We're gonna make a whole day of it. We'll go see the movie, have something to eat, and everything. So I'm looking forward to the new Ghostbusters, and then next weekend I want to go watch the new Godzilla and Kong movie.
Ah,
So yeah.
Yes.
The new Flash movie was a shit ton of crap film. Yeah.
I
Yes,
think.
it wasn't just a shit ton; it was a fuck ton.
Oh, you're really starting something with that shit talk, huh?
I know, right?
It's all shit from here.
Exactly right. Yeah.
what's that? We've just lost a Brazilian viewers. Oh dear.
Yeah.
How did
No,
that
no,
happen?
no.
I love it when my shit comes together.
That's what you say after you have the prune juice and
Oh
Miralax.
man.
Oh,
There you go.
Oh,
I just
matey,
had a
look at that big old-
colonoscopy yesterday. I'm sorry, I'm having
Oh, that's
PTSD
right.
flashbacks right now.
He's having flashbacks.
Oh, matey,
Okay.
look at that big old torpedo.
Mm.
Flush it down.
Exactly.
Oh,
Don't come
no.
back.
Don't come back. Don't come back. Go away.
Yeah, we're gonna, but we'll
Yeah.
call the BM the KK. We'll call
There you
the,
go.
the
Yeah, there
biggest
we
one
go.
the KK. So
Well, Kathleen Kennedy.
oh no.
measurement.
Uh, there we go.
You guys be thinking about that all day now.
So
So what
yeah,
we're
so
call this?
gonna
What we're
watch the
call this?
Ghostbusters. I've been avoiding all the YouTube channels that say they've got reviews on it.
Yeah.
I
I haven't
saw.
watched
I
any
saw
of the
the review.
reviews. I'm excited for it, and in a way, I'm kind of
Mhm.
disappointed that Moranis wasn't in the last one, and I don't think he's in this one either. But it would have been nice to see him make a cameo, even if it was just for a few minutes. To have
Yeah.
him in the movie would have been great because he was in the first two. Great character, but I can understand his sentiments and feelings because he got out of Hollywood and that was it. But
Yeah.
I do know he had an interview some years back saying he was going to make a cameo in a movie. He did mention that. So, but
Even
yeah.
if they did like the end credits scene, like
Yeah.
Sigourney Weaver in that previous one with Rick Moranis, that would be cool.
That was a good scene with Murray and her. Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to the movie. I really want to be impressed. I'm excited. I do kind of like Paul Rudd. I like his
Mhm.
acting. I like his Ant-Man. I did see the he was good in the Afterlife. I thought he was a good character in that. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
Dickless man. Yes, it's
Yes, we saw
Dickless.
that.
Dickless
Saw
is
that
the
in the
mayor
trailer.
from the EPA guy is now
It's Walter Peck. Walter
mayor.
Peck.
Walter Peck. Walter Prick. Walter
Peck is
Pecker.
water.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm looking forward to it. Yes,
Yeah,
this
I mean,
man has no dick.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing it. Like I said, I saw Afterlife. I did enjoy that movie.
Yeah,
a
it was
lot,
good.
a lot of
Yeah.
callbacks to the original movie
Yep.
and such, and so really looking forward to
Well,
it. I know
Roadhouse. If you want to see Roadhouse, I would recommend turning it off after the first hour
Oh,
and a half. Yeah.
that good, huh?
how
Well,
long
Doug
was the film?
Lyman, as a director, he has this thing where he will start out with a real good movie and it's real promising. He's developing characters. He's, it's really well written. But then, like in the third act, he like completely, totally goes batshit crazy,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
it just throws every kind of like,
Shit.
writing trick
Sorry,
at
man.
see what sticks.
Oh, damn.
And
One of my
Gavi,
pals.
you're kind of making me nervous. Am I gonna have to have some Miralax myself after that movie? I don't know. I hope not. Don't
Well,
tease me, Gavi. Don't
what are you
tease
saying,
me.
Cruel? What are you saying, Cruel?
One of my pals on Facebook said that he saw the new Roadhouse and said that Conor McGregor's was cringy.
Oh,
So I don't
so
know.
much cringe. I didn't know that
Yeah.
much cringe could appear on the screen.
It's supposed to be okay though. I mean, take that what you will, but you know.
Well, it might age well, but the
Yeah.
last half of it, it's like
Oh, darn.
Transporter. If you've ever seen Transporter, if you're good
Oh,
with that,
yeah, I've got 3 of those. Yeah, they're all right. Yeah.
yeah, of course, yeah. Well, you might like it then.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I mean, the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
part of that
That
movie,
Western
first most of that
Ghostbusters.
movie is pretty good. The first most of it,
Okay.
Be nervous.
We shall see.
yeah.
Yes, can't
No,
beat
you
Swayze
can't.
and Sam
No, you
Elliott.
can't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
I've got the original. Yeah.
yeah. That's that was a good
Well,
movie.
there's this great scene at the beginning of the movie where he just like these guys just called him out and he took them out to the parking lot, and then he just like started asking them questions about their insurance. Do you have dental insurance? Where's the nearest hospital? How far away is it? And they're like shouting threats. They're like threatening him the whole entire time, and he's just asking questions like this calm voice, like,
Yeah.
okay, who's got insurance, and everything like that, and then he just proceeds to just beat those guys down, and it was not even close. It was brutal. And then he wound up driving them to the hospital, and it's hilarious.
Yeah. B-Dog in the chat. Sam Elliott is one of my favorites. Yeah, he's a great actor.
He's great. He's really good in pretty much everything.
In the Hulk movie, I thought he was a good.
Oh, that's right. He was in that. Yeah, the Hulk
general. Yep.
Yeah.
He was good.
Mustache and a bass up for Profundo voice. So we'll do it every time.
Yeah, I love that movie. I've got a copy of the movie, the man who killed Hitler and the Bigfoot. Oh,
all right.
He was in that. Oh yeah, great freaking movie. Great movie.
You might be the only person that's ever thought that, though.
I thought it was a great movie because Sam Elliott was in it.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was a great movie. You got to watch it. It's good.
There's a movie he was in the 90s. I can't remember the name of it, where he plays like a bomb disposal expert, and there's a bomber going around blowing things up, as you can imagine, and he gets called in, and they don't listen to him. So he goes across the street and sits down in a bar and starts having a pint, and it explodes, and the windows all come in just as he's sort of like lifting his pint up. I always remember that. I just can't remember the name of the film, though. It's all right.
Blown away.
Chat, do you know what the movie that is?
No, I don't know. It's like one of them 90s action kind of things,
Yeah.
You know the sort. It was good.
Yeah. Samuel got me in the chat. So Sam Elliott is just a guy from the 1880s stuck in the future, and I love. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, he was good, and
Is it Blown Away? Okay.
Ghost Rider. He was in the Ghost Rider opposite Nick Cage as
that's right.
one of the
Yeah, he
original
was.
Ghost Riders. Yeah.
And Tombstone.
You're talking about the Final Cut. It's a 1995 film.
Oh, okay.
It's not Blown Away.
No, Blown Away. That was Bridges, Jeff Bridges.
Oh, okay.
Jeff and Lloyd Bridges. No, this is 1995 film called Final Cut.
Oh, that's the one. Okay, Final Cut.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember it. It was quite good.
Web search is your friend.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is. Oh.
Anyway, on the announcing now on the Wookie and Bunny show tonight, we are going to explore stand up from Shane Smith. I think it's his name, Shane Smith, but the guy from Dry Bar that we watched. We're gonna watch the whole Florida thing, the whole Florida Gator story. We're also gonna watch a couple more of his bits. He's a long form storyteller. He might be the best since Norm Macdonald at doing that particular style.
And then what time is that on Rumble tonight?
So,
is it 9 o'clock Eastern?
It'll be 9 o'clock Eastern on Rumble tonight.
Yep.
The Weekend Bunny show.
Yep.
Well,
yeah.
Okay, I'm not sure what time that'll be here, but
actually he's 4 hours ahead of you, Cruel.
Yeah. Well, you were in bed watching us last time.
Was like,
that's right. I was
in the morning for you. I think you were. Yeah.
I had my laptop upstairs. I was just pottering about with it, and I saw you were on, so I thought, hey ho.
Yeah.
There you go.
We'll talk you to sleep. We'll talk you to sleep, my friend. There you go.
Gobby is out of here. He says, "In case I'm off to get ready for another parlay stream. Great stream, guys. Catch you later. Have a good time."
See you later, Gobster.
Please stop by the Gobster's channel. Gobster talks about things, and he talks about a lot of stuff going on over there.
All kinds of
in the
things.
good old UK. So, Gobby, thanks for being in the chat. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Time to make sure I break the new Scottish hate laws.
That wouldn't be hard at this point, I don't think.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God, that whole place over there is going batshit crazy.
Come on, guys, move to Scotland. It's really great. Please get me here. Beam me up.
Everybody's going to start the Irish. Yeah, in Ireland, they're on a verge of a revolt. I'm understanding. The government's just doing whatever it can to piss off the public, and the public is like, "Yeah, pound sand, commies."
Yeah, their PM is quitting, from what I understand. So
because he can't get reelected or whatever,
whatever. Yeah. There's been a few cases where some of the politicians are just
like,
saying, bye.
I'm sure I already have an arrest warrant waiting for me.
Oh.
Nino.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Holy smokes!
It's getting bad. It really is getting bad.
You better dig yourself a bunker underneath your shed of dread there, Gobby.
Did you know there were more people that went online in England than Russia last year?
Oh, really?
What? Wow.
Yeah, Russia was like 700 or something like that, but England was over 1,500 people arrested.
Wow. Who's the commies now?
Yeah.
Imagine what it's going to be like here.
That's what they want to do here. They want to manipulate laws, speech, and everything else.
AOC's trying to get the legislation.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
AOC's trying to push the legislation.
Yeah. It's becoming pretty.
They're trying to use Gamergate to do it. That's why.
Yeah, exactly. And Gamergate doesn't exist. It doesn't freaking exist. It doesn't exist. It's all because some smart guy decided to put up a list of games that were partially produced by a company that's known for DEI, CRT, all this other racist shit. and they just put it up as a notification for people to,
Well, it was a
as,
consultant
I don't know.
company, actually.
Yeah.
They consulted on
yeah,
games.
the consultant. Yeah, the consulting company.
But
Yep.
Kotaku, one of the only in outlets that was like trying to revive Gamergate, just announced that
Yeah.
they are basically forcing all their writers to do game content.
Right.
Okay.
And
That's-
all of them, are, they just fired their senior editor, so they're effectively getting rid of everybody at Kotaku right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kotaku's on the way out. I know that it's the Sweet Baby whatever, Sweet Baby
Inc.,
flavor of the
heard of
month
it.
bullshit company that basically has gotten destroyed. Kotaku stepped in to defend them. Along with somebody else stepped up to defend them and start bad-mouthing people. And I think that's where they got the idea of trying to manifest a Gamergate 2.
Yeah.
And they're trying to do that. But what's happening is a lot of that stuff's backfiring.
Mm-hmm.
And now you have companies folding, like all these the online game journalist companies, all of their freaking money, their backer money is gone now. They're not generating any income.
Yeah.
Because
well, see, they never generated income, but BlackRock was pushing ESG money.
All that money.
And then,
that they were
and
getting,
so BlackRock finally pulled themselves out of the ESG, and that's why all these companies are suddenly shutting their doors.
BlackRock again.
they lost all their investment funds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the only reason that these banks were like enforcing ESG policy was because BlackRock was giving them money to. And so as soon as they stop that, then these funds are drying up now, and all these companies that had basically moved away from the customer model onto the government snide model now are like they can't adjust because they've pissed off all the customers that would have kept them afloat.
Yep.
You live by the sword, you die by the sword, baby.
Right. Exactly.
Yep. Yeah, well, that's it. You made your bed, now you got to lie in it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There's a reason why people have from time immemorial tried not to piss off their customer base.
Really?
There's
Why
a
is
reason
that?
Bad marketing, pissing off your customers,
Yeah.
I would think it would be.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Jim.
I said I think it would be if you piss off your customers.
Yeah.
Well, they weren't only pissing off their customers; they were hostile, openly
Yeah.
hostile towards their customers.
That ain't good.
No, no, it's not.
Bad service.
And
Very
by
bad
the way, if you, we're talking about Star Trek, but if you love Star Wars, watching George Lucas climb out of wherever he's hidden himself to back Bob Iger in Disney.
Somebody has a theory on that. I heard this theory yesterday.
It's wrong. The theory is wrong. He did this.
Oh, he did. Okay.
This was him.
Okay.
Even if he didn't write it, he signed off on it.
He
signed off on
right.
it.
Yeah, he would have to.
And so did Eisner. Eisner also bent the knee.
Eisner, yeah. That was but I don't think it's working.
No,
it's kind of done a reverse.
Well, see, Nelson Peltz got control, according to sources that I watch Clownfish TV, and they are on top of all of this stuff, and also WDW Pro, I think it's called. But there's a major company that basically tells people how to invest their funds, and they have backed Nelson Peltz, and so. And they represent like over a third of the voters at Disney, and so Nelson Peltz is not out of it.
So, do you think if the Peltz faction gets in and is able to affect any kind of change, you think that's going to inflate the stock?
Well, I don't know because it's going to be 2 against 12.
Gotcha.
But at the same time, Iger really doesn't want them through the door because that represents a break in his power.
Yeah.
Oops.
And if they get through the door, then there's going to be other voices but his own on that
Right.
board. And they're also going to be able to like say, we represent actual shareholders. There's nobody on the board currently that holds hardly any stock in Disney.
Wow, yeah.
Except for and Iger just divested himself of most of his stock. So
And
nobody.
George has got quite a large.
So he just divested
Yeah,
his own holdings. Is that what you just said?
Yes.
Iger
did.
I wonder what he's seeing in the future.
Yeah, well, I think he's hedging his bets. But
I think he's going to be on his way out. Get the hell out.
In terms of this George Lucas business, I'll say this: I'm not angry. I'm not that bothered about it, to be honest. I love what George Lucas gave us in terms of the Star Wars movies that we have.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All 6 of them.
All 6 of them.
Yeah, all 6 of them.
But in terms of this, I'm not upset. I know people are making a big deal of it and getting upset. It's ruined. He's betrayed us and blah blah blah. It's just like,
well, it's like
I think he's trying to just hedge his legacy. He did get screwed with his contracts and stuff like that because he was supposed to be getting some royalties, and I think they screwed him over on that.
He's got huge shares with Disney now, and they've mended those fences. So it's not surprising that he would try and stick with the kind of upper management and all that, and kind of keep things tight. But I'm not bothered. I don't.
Well, it's like I said on a video I did the other day. George Lucas is kind of like the emperor, and KK was like his Darth Vader. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And he just basically revealed himself as the emperor, and so basically that makes all the fan base that is going along with Star Wars right now the rebellion. And so I was like, guess what? We're the rebellion, except we never owned enough of Star Wars to reclaim it. So let's build a new Star Wars. That's what we should be focusing on, building a new Star Wars. This IP is
new stuff. Uh-oh.
Oh boy, Doug's barking.
Cujo. No, well, that's what Jim's doing. Jim's out there trying to do his best to do, make some fan films and stuff.
There's some incredible Star Wars fan films. I've been watching some of them. They're incredible.
I have to. When you talk about Star Wars fan films, I have to always bring up, was it the 1978 Hardware Wars? Was a direct rip off of the New Hope, but it's funny as hell. It's out there on YouTube. You can find it. Just type in Hardware Wars. You'll find the full movie. It's hilarious. It's good. Everybody will enjoy it.
I guess I'll have to watch that when I do my taxes, huh?
Here you go. Hey, it's not the Christmas special, okay? It's a parody. Yeah, the Christmas special is
I've only ever seen
it's a shitload.
Oh, they disavow it every chance they get.
Yeah.
Would you like to see a 1-minute video of mine that I put together that took me 6 hours to do?
Sure. I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Share that thing.
Send it over here.
Let's do it.
That's what she said. Flip it out. Flip it out. What you talking about, Willis?
Yeah. What you talking about, Willis?
I knew I should have got it up earlier. That's what he said.
There we go. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Wow, Commodore Boone's calling me. It's been a while since I heard that name. It's been a while. It sure has. Maybe he's contacted me to thank me for cleaning up his quarters. That's pretty messy. I don't like a dirty quarters. I like a clean one. Very well. Yeah, okay, well, put Commodore Boone on the main screen, please. Thank you.
I got it. Put him on screen.
Captain Shepard, how are you today? Commodore Boone, it's a pleasure. I'm doing fine today. How can I help you? Captain Shepard, you and I have something in common, especially a certain Vulcan ambassador. Wow. Interesting. Yes, it was interesting.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yep.
That took you how long to do?
6 hours to do the acting the best I could, cut myself out, put the background in. You got two characters trying to put together side by side to make sense of the story. The other one I did took me about 12 hours. It's a continuation of Boone and Shepard, so that'll be coming out later on down the road.
Yep. No, that's cool. I like the backgrounds and the music, though. The music.
Yeah. Wait, say music from the original series. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the sound effects.
It's from the original series. There's really no copyrights. I mean, I use it a lot, and I haven't had any problems yet.
There you
but
go.
I don't. but I don't use anything from the show like Kirk or Spock and that, because that's a big no-no.
Yeah. Yeah. Obviously.
You got to do your own stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's what it takes. People doing their own stuff, you know. Whether it's on a small scale or a large scale.
Yeah.
Like, you know, my friend T Bunny here, he's got his own comic out, and he's doing a take on superheroes and stuff like that. And he's, you know, he's doing his part as an independent.
Yep.
As a writer and a comic book writer. And, you know, there's lots of people out there, lots of small fries out there, but they got great ideas and they're making great efforts and strides to bring forth.
Well, it's because there's meritocracy.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's meritocracy. I mean, if the best, the person that makes the best stuff wins. I mean, well, usually, I mean, there are exceptions, of course.
Right.
A great amount of funding, even in the independent space, does get you quite a lot of clout, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I know Jim had some 3D models and stuff done. Didn't you, Jim? The starships and stuff like that?
Yeah, I got a friend named Mark that he built me 3 ships, and he's going to be building another ship and a dry dock as well.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Down the road.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Everything being made by scratch, and it takes a long time. I mean, it took about 4 months to get three ships. Once he built one ship, all he had to do was just change the name and the numbers, and we changed the colors of the nacelles.
Oh yeah, cool.
I mean, you got blue ones, green, lime green is my ship, of course, and you got a red one, which is a USS Revenge, and you don't want to mess with a red ship.
The red ship, yeah.
It's got those big red eyes beaming down you like, you don't want to frack with me, sucker.
Right.
No, not at all.
Nope.
Well, I'm gonna have to cut this party off. So we've been on for about an hour and a half plus, and I got some stuff to do. So, but I had a great time. Thanks for Jim for coming on. Really appreciate you coming on, sir, and showing us that little fan film clip. Looks like you got some stuff going on. So
yes, I do, and thank you for the invite. And I'm glad that you guys liked that short clip that took 6 hours to make. You had to see the one. You had to see the one that took me about 12 hours to make.
Yeah. Well, it takes a lot of work. That's for sure.
It does.
So, But yeah, we're going to be heading out. B-Dog in the chat says adios, amigos. Yes, adios, everybody. Thanks, everybody, for being in the chat.
Thank you for
Who was
having
here
us.
today? B-Dog, Eric Wong, the Gobster.
Not Brian.
And I think Not Brian stopped by to say hi. Also, Abby. Abby dropped in on the trip. Decided to say hello. We appreciate that. Wookie Fever Presents and T-Bunny also were in the chat. Imagine that.
Who are they?
Who are those guys? Oh, Wookie.
I don't know. Shady
pardon me,
people.
the Woke Breaker.
Shady people.
Yeah, shady people. Woke Breaker was also in the chat. Thank you, Woke Breaker. And thank you to everybody who was watching us.
Not Brian's still
hey,
there.
still Brian. Not Brian's still here. Hey, man.
Oh,
thanks for being here.
Glasgow's
I appreciate
still
it.
there. Is it?
Yeah.
Glasgow's still there.
Yep. They're still there. They're still alive. Thank you to T-Bunny for being here and for Cruel Beer Ab. Thank you for being here too.
Us.
Appreciate you guys and Jim again. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. Showing us your video and stuff like that. And I look forward to the next one. Should be having another video, another stream next week, and I'll be looking for my short review of the movie tomorrow. I don't know when
before we go,
Yes.
let's show you the new opening to Wookie and Bunny show.
Oh,
right, okay.
All right.
Go for it.
I look forward to
it.
All right. You put the new thing up too, didn't you?
Yeah.
I
changed the brand.
The new GIF.
All right, here you go.
Here you go.
It's cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I'm a big Warner Brothers.
That's all, folks.
That's all, folks.
Yeah. That's good.
Yep. Abby says, "See you guys."
See you later,
and
Abby.
Again, thanks for everybody for being here, watching us on YouTube and on Rumble, and appreciate it. All right, everybody, have a great weekend and go out and do something awesome. And we'll see you next week. And be looking for the Wookie Bunny show tonight at 9:00 Eastern. And we're going to have some laughs. That's on Rumble. It's going to be on the Wookie Fever Presents channel on Rumble and also Telepathic Bunny channel on Rumble as well. So be looking for those. And we will see you then. Have a good one.